Hello and welcome everybody to this MSI Beat It GosuCup Asia, the June edition. This is round 2 of stage 2. It is Gse7en versus Arrow Gaming, and well, everybody knows that Arrow Gaming, they are the heavy favorites to actually win this game probably. They completely wrecked their first round opponent on the back of a TDC Meepo and well, a really successful aggressive trial, but Arrow, their bans, they ban out the Doombringer. Okay, I can completely understand that one, but banning out the Tusk, I guess Gse7en might be one of the teams that likes to play it. If I'm not mistaken, as far as the chat indicated that Arrow Gaming actually faced Gse7en yesterday, probably in a different cup. So maybe they had to face the Tusk there, and Gse7en might be really good at it. I myself haven't been able to catch Gse7en before, so hopefully they'll surprise me pleasantly, as they have gone for a bit more standard draft, but banning out the Invoker and an Ember Spirit, it's looking kind of weirdish, but I guess we will see how well it works out, because of course it's not about the bans, it's more about the picks that you get. And well, Arrow Gaming, what will they go for first? Not Ember Spirit, Ancient Apparition, Treant Protector, Mirana, Lycan is actually in the pool as well. There's just so many heroes to choose from. Even the Batrider is still left in the pool with all these slightly different bans going on. So Arrow Gaming, they actually do decide to go for the Ancient Apparition and Gse7en. Will they pick up the Lycan and the Batrider, or at least one of those heroes, accompanied by maybe like a Shadow Shaman if you want to go for some push with a Lycan? And well, we will see in some time at least. It's almost impossible to actually call the first picks. For some teams maybe it's a little bit more straightforward, what they love to run. But Gse7en, do they run the Lycan? Do they like that hero overall? Or will they just completely forego it and not try to go up against an Ancient Apparition with a push strategy? Although it could be really strong, especially on the dire side, because you have that better access to the Roshan Pit. And with a Lycan you can start taking it pretty early on, especially if we have something like a Nature's Prophet there as well to help out even more. Just tank up with the Treant. Well, Gse7en, they're definitely thinking long and hard about this. Already into their bonus time, 1 minute and 20 seconds left. So still plenty of time to actually make their decision. But that's not to say that it's not going to be difficult for them. Especially, I mean, it kind of is hard to push into an Ancient Apparition if the Ancient Apparition has decent enough levels. I mean, the Ice Blast just makes it so that you can't teamfight. Yeah, you can maybe still go for the push, maybe the creeps are alive, but it makes it harder than it should be. But Gse7en, they go for a Mirana and a Sand King instead. So not even picking up the most common combination, like Mirana Shadow Demon. But Shadow Demon, they maybe are just baiting out one ban by Arrow Gaming just so that Gse7en could pick up something even stronger maybe for themselves. But I don't know. Having seen the Sand King and the Mirana, what is their reply? And they go for the Rubik. Rubik, of course, really nice to steal the Burrow Strike. It's just such an epic ability to have, just for aggressive as well as defensive purposes. Even stealing the arrow is pretty damn fine for him, I think. But now, looking at the bans, Arrow Gaming, they did, after all, ban out the Shadow Demon, and it's not surprising at all. And Gse7en, I think they were prepared to give away the Shadow Demon in return of the Sand King, because Sand King is a higher playmaking value kind of hero. Just farm up the jungle, get that early Blink Dagger, and start wrecking your enemy. Especially as Arrow Gaming, there's two supports that they have. They die pretty damn fast. Because, well, Ancient Apparition and the Rubik, not the tankiest of support heroes. Later on in the game, yes, when Rubik has levels, has points into Null Field, definitely helps against the Epicenter, but up until that point, they can be just cannon fodder if they don't position themselves correctly. But as we are talking about Arrow Gaming after all, they probably will play this spot on. But looking at the other bans, Visage taken out by Arrow, whereas Gse7en have banned out a Slark, just the elusive slippery fish that you can't catch because of the Shadow Dance and the Pounces, and man, that hero is overall so strong. But the Viper did get banned instead by Gse7en now. And are they going for a Batrider now, because it's still in the pool as is the Lycan? And it's those nerfs are showing themselves. There was a time when the Batrider he just would not have been overlooked for the first phase, or two phases maybe even. At Gse7, they pick up a Nature's Prophet for themselves, and well, they don't even need a Lycan to push, because Nature's Prophet is good enough for the split push. Even split pushing wise, I think the Nature's Prophet is even stronger than the Lycan. Yeah, maybe he doesn't push as fast as a Lycan, but he can join team fights with his teleportation skill at least. So that's like a small upper hand plus, especially if you have a tri-lane versus tri-lane situation. The Nature's Prophet can just TP in, and suddenly the numbers are in your favor, 4-3, and just win the tri-lane like that. That would of course in return mean that the lane where the Nature's Prophet initially was would have free farm during the duration, but it's probably worth it, because if there's a tri-lane versus tri-lane, just winning the tri-lane gives you so big of an advantage already, unless the other two lanes just completely crush the enemy. Of course, it comes down to a little bit to the nature of their lineup and heroes, and well, we will see. As Arrow Gaming, their third pick about to come out, they need 3 cores, and well, they do start with a Darks here. Just overall a pretty decent hero. Vacuum can maybe help out against the Sprout from the Nature's Prophet as well. Well, of course, Surge is always annoying, but Gse7, they have the Sprout, they have the Burrow Strike, so they should be fine in dealing with the Darkseer. But Darkseer at least makes it so that Gse7 will have kind of a difficult time to actually break the high ground, because going up against the Darkseer high ground, it's pretty much as excruciating and painful as going up against the Sand King when he has his Blink Dagger. So both teams will maybe be in a bit of a pickle when they're just trying to go for high ground, but I guess they might just look for team fights before and win a team fight and then start the pushes as Gse7. Oh, will we see a level 1 Roshan maybe even now? They pick up a Vengeful Spirit for themselves, and well, it should be a support role, but it strengthens their push as well as gives them the ability to do Roshan early. Maybe not level 1 quite, because it could be rather obvious, but they can definitely still do it, like once they hit level 6 or so, maybe sneak it in, like Nature's Prophet, Vengeful Spirit, maybe +1, maybe that +1 isn't even necessary, but what are they gonna go for as their next heroes? Arrow Gaming, they have their offlaner, they have the 2 supports. Well, Darkseer, I guess he can solo safe lane against Nature's Prophet as well, if they really want to go aggressive with Rubik AA +1. But who would the +1 be? Gyrocopter is pretty decent in just counter pushing, killing units with his Flak Cannon, as well as having the cooldown to combo up with a Darkseer Vacuum. And of course, Gyrocopters will build for BKB anyway, which is probably a really good item. I would love to see an Enigma, but either side can't really go for it unless Gse7 want to run the Sand King or Mirana mid lane. Go for greedy, but I really do not see it happening. But Arrow Gaming, they get themselves a Lifestealer, and wow, that hero, I have not seen that hero for ages. Really happy to see it though, because it has built-in magic immunity for one, that's really good. Yeah, it doesn't do massive amounts of AoE damage into the vacuum, that's certain, but they can still remedy that with their last pick as well, I guess. Could even go for something like a Shadow Fiend as their last one. Maybe it would be a little bit too easy to get ganked in the mid lane. Although Arrow Gaming, I guess they could also go for something like a Tinker as their last one if they really wanted to. DDC Tinker, it's kind of a legendary hero player combination by now already. Everybody knows how sick that combo is, just Tinker overall. I mean, March of the Machines into Vacuum with the laser seed-seeking missiles, it could be good. It's not like the Wombo, like Darkseer Vacuum into Reverse Polarity or something like that. And Gse7, they ban out the Puck instead. They don't want to deal with the elusiveness of that hero. Just phase shifting out, Dream Coiling people in. And the Dream Coil would be really good to just keep people locked in so that the Lifestealer can actually right click at you and you can't run away. And of course, a Puck is a really good carrier of the Lifestealer because he wants to jump into the middle of everybody anyway to get the Waning Rift. But Arrow Gaming, their last one was the Razor, who is pretty much a direct counter to Lifestealer because Static Link does not care about magic immunity. You just steal away all the Lifestealer's damage and there's nothing more that hero can do. Arrow Gaming can still go for something like a Storm Spirit as well, who is pretty decent against the Nature's Prophet, but I really think that the Tinker might be a valid option for them. Because it's so good to just stop the split push as well. When you get your Boots of Travels, just TP from lane to lane and push them out with the March of the Machines, of course. It's not the best carrier of the Lifestealer because Tinker usually wants to stay at the back lines of the fight to spam out his spell, get normal rearms done. He doesn't really want to blink in with the Lifestealer infested into him. I guess Darkseid can build a blink and do that for him though. And Gse7en, their last pick is actually the Brewmaster. So that gives them a pretty decent amount of mid-game fight every time the Primal Split is off cooldown. And Gse7en overall, they are kind of early to mid-game aggression oriented, but they can also take this to the late game with a Mirana, an Nature's Prophet, and even a Brewmaster. Because Lifestealer, yeah, the rage will be 5 seconds. So if he doesn't go for a BKB after that 5-second duration ends, or maybe even before he gets it off, he can just get cycloned in the air by the Brewmaster. And Brewmaster is pretty good against Ancient Apparition as well, because you get hit by the Ice Blast, but you just Primal Split yourself out of it. Or, well, if you're Primal Split already and the Ice Blast hits, then you just don't care. So really nice pick there. And Arrow Gaming, will they get some solid lockdown now to maybe stop the Brewmaster from getting his ultimate off? But with the heroes that they have so far, I actually kind of favor Gse7en's draft at the moment. Yeah, Darkseid can help out the Lifestealer with the Surge to stay on targets, and the open wounds will help himself anyway. But Gse7en's lineup is really well rounded. Arrow Gaming, what will they finish this up with now? And will the Lifestealer be worth it? And well, it is a Tinker after all. So is he gonna carry this game on a Tinker? Of course it's gonna be a team effort like always in a game of Dota, but I think it's a lot on the shoulders of Tinker, and whether he gets that Hex and can just perma-hex the Brewmaster maybe in those fights. I mean, Hex on a Tinker is just such a great item. If he gets that, he just starts turning the game around ever so slowly. Of course it depends on how fast of a farm he gets early and whatnot, but it always does. Now, everybody's picking up their heroes. Should be a great game to watch, but to introduce the lineups to you guys, just popping this up just in case as well if anybody doesn't understand what I'm saying or missed my callings of the heroes. But Xiangxai will be playing on the Darkseid, leaving DDZ of course to play that Tinker. Johnny on the Ancient Apparition with Lance, on a Lifestealer with a pretty weird set. I will show it later on. Mozun, he will be the last one for Arrow, playing up on the Rubik. As for Gse7en, they have showed to play the Mirana, who is leading the charge for the offlane at the moment. Linger to play the Sand King, leaving Kenji on the Brewmaster, Leo on the Nature's Prophet, and last one will be Kalai. I think that's how it's pronounced at least. Kalai on the Vengeful Spirit. And they're looking for the early first blood by the looks of it. But I don't even know who they should be sending in first. I guess Vengeful Spirit might be the best with that magic missile. But hopefully you have seen all the names, all the player combinations, as you can see from here as well. So gonna be closing this one here. Whoa, got panicked a little bit. Thought I hadn't changed the overlay, but that was the stream, not my OBS. Oh, silly me. They are still on the hunt, and do they want to leave an aggressive tri-lane behind? I guess they might with a Mirana being there. And the creeps will spawn, and Vengeful Spirit and Sand King, they do have one smoke up their sleeve if they really want to use it. And starting to gank up the Tinker is definitely one thing that you usually want to do. If you can delay the Boots of Travels, that's just gonna limit the farm that the Tinker gets severely. And at the moment there are no wards coming out for Arrow on the bottom side of the map as well. And Lance, he will be solo up against Mirana, so Mirana will be fine in that matchup as well for the time being, and the supports can maybe even help out. Oh, but they're going in. There's the Magic Missile Burst Strike. They actually stagger the stance, but Leo, he has a double damage rune, and it will be a first blood. Who will get it to Kalai? The Sprout comes out as well. Vengeful Spirit tanks the tower quite a lot, but he will be fine. They don't have healing self, but they have tangos enough. I mean, wasn't the best performance and coordination by them. Sand King was like, oh, I actually got in range before the Magic Missile, so they used it at the same time. And actually that might have cost them a counter kill with the tower killing of Vengeful Spirit almost, because the laser onto Leo made it so that he will have a miss chance for 3 seconds on the Nature's Prophet. And since he had the double damage as well, that was a pretty nice laser to be honest. But now they are back on the bottom lane. Leo taking some damage from Mozun. The telekinesis was used as well, but Leo, he's gonna be fine for the time being. And now they're going in. Can they get the Magic Missile? The rage comes out. It is only 2 seconds or 3. Oh, 3 seconds, my bad. I usually thought it's 5 seconds overall, but it's 6, so it's 2 seconds better on the last level than a ticked out BKB is. So, Lance does make it out at the moment. Rage comes off cooldown as well for the next try after gank. And at least Venture Spirit didn't use his mana to actually send the magic missile flying, so they baited out at Rage. And are they gonna go for more? Mosun has rotated in as well. They don't have open wounds on Lance though, which definitely will hurt their ganky potential. They are trying to stack or pull. I'm not even sure what they're doing. I guess it was accidental by Johnny, him dragging them along. And Kala, he's checking the rune at the moment for the mid lane, or maybe wants to pick it up himself. While in the top lane, Xiangsai, well, he's being a pain in the ass up against Kenji, and well, a Darkseer should have a upper hand in this matchup anyway, I think. Just him having the Ion Shell, and yeah, sure, you can Thunderclap as a Brewmaster, but on a top lane, he probably doesn't even want to buy up a bottle and bottle crow it, because he wants to leave that for mid lane, or no, Nature's Prophet not going for a bottle anyway, so I guess Brewmaster might just hog the courier for himself for the top lane. Like Xiangsai, he's just tanking the tower like a boss, doesn't care at all with the Ion Shell on him, has 1 tango left, 1 healing cell as well, plus 1k gold in the bank. Can pick up the Soul Ring. Oh, Kenji under the tower now. Xiangsai, is he gonna go aggressive? Ion Shell, is there up a fresh one, and he search up as well, and Kenji doesn't have enough mana for a Thunderclap. This might be a secondary killer, but Xiangsai actually needs to get the tower aggro off of him, and he misplayed that maybe a little bit and had to back off in the end. But still got a pretty decent amount of harassment in. Is there any tangles at all? Kenji had a healing cell as well, so they are both gonna heal back up. Nothing lost, but just some last hits gain for Xiangsai. 19 and 0 compared to 9 and 2. Oh, do they want to gain on Mosun? Kalai coming in as well. Venture Spirit, that's the one problem with him. The arrow will miss Johnny as well. Sneaky plays from Shot, but could not get it quite on target. And I was drinking water, I was like, oh, no action is gonna go on. But no, they wanted to go in anyway. Looking at mid lane though, DDC 17 and 7 compared to 12 and 1. So Nature's Prophet actually not doing all that well, especially considering that the first blood was on the Tinker, but oh, Kalai just chases Mosun away. Can they get Johnny though? They have vision of him. They need an arrow, they need something to set it up. Linger, oh, there's the arrow, does connect. Burrow Strike to follow, Magic Missile not even necessary. That's a really nice kill once again, and actually top lane. Kenji got a kill on the... what? Darkseer? That's unexpected. I guess the tower had to be involved. Darkseer went a little bit too aggressive, and now Kenji, he's actually running back home, or is he going to meet the... yeah, he's going to meet the courier to bottle up, just in case, unless the Darkseer just comes with an Ion Shell, with a Surge, and tries to go for a kill now on Kenji. But that's really good for Gse7en. 3 and 0, 4.5 minutes in. It's not over by any means as Kala, he's in the mid lane, just taking up the March of the Machines, finally runs out of this. But is he going to be in trouble? He actually backs off after the March ends. So he should be rather fine. They didn't have vision of the Invis actually getting picked up, although he might have ran past this Sentry Ward. So if they were really on top of their game, they might have spotted this out. Oh, the arrow gets raged out by Lance. Nice try of harass by Shot, because the creep wave would have hit Lance as well at the same time. Oh, top lane now, they want to go on Kenji. There's the Magic Missile, the Surge will be there though. It's level 2, Thunderclap comes out as well. But the Surge lasts for a little while too long. Oh, they might be catching up regardless. But Kala, he should have just chased him down for the Magic Missile, and Kenji is blocking with the Magic Missile, will be there to get the kill anyway. As Mosun, they get the kill on Linger, on the Sand King. So a 1-for-1, but Darkseer definitely a higher priority target there. Nice rotations by the Vengeful Spirit coming in, helping out their lanes, and well, last hit twice though. Actually, every lane is still winning from arrows, so sure, Gse7en are getting the early kills, but DDC still finding his farm. 31 and 9 compared to 22 and 1. 24 and 12 up on Lance compared to 13 and 2, so the Mirana is not getting that much, and of course it is because the Sand King doesn't really help you on the lane all that much, and I would kind of like to just see the Sand King farming up his own jungle by now, but I guess we won't see it. And if the Sand King does not get a fast blink, that just diminishes the effectiveness of that hero greatly. Man, Vengeful Spirit, I swear to God, she ran up on the air at some point. Okay, that animation is screwed up. He picks up an illusion rune though. Nobody else was contesting for it anyway, so why the hell not? Oh, there's the burst strike onto Lance. Can they get the arrow follow-up? It is only a close range one. A 0.01 second stun, I think it was. Maybe a little bit more, but really low. And oh, the magic missile will be there, but eventually it doesn't get raged out. That should be the death as well, and will indeed as Linger. He gets the kill on the Sand King. Lifestealer, he was not expecting the Vengeful Spirit to come in from the side and get a fast magic missile on him like this. So that's a really nice and important kill as well, just trying to stop the Lifestealer from gaining too much. Because Lifestealer at the moment might be heading towards the hand of Midas if he just wants to catch up and get some extra farm and levels a little bit later along the way. Although he buys up a magic one, so I guess maybe it's just power test. Oh, there's the burst strike again with the follow-up. The Starstorm, the arrow is there, and still they're just buying time. Chunny even came in with a long-range Ice Vortex to slow down Gse7en. So that was just some harass. I really thought he might just go for Starstorm instead. Like 40 more mana, but a lot more damage going out. Level 1 arrow, I don't think that was the best thing to do there. Starstorm would have been more harassed. It would have been at least one tick into Lance before he gets his rage off, thanks to the burst strike duration. But who am I to judge? They are the pro players, not me. I'm just the one commentating them. And now, oh, Moson, he's gonna find Kala. And there's the magic missile as well. He wants to go for it. He actually has enough right click damage. The telekinesis will come out, but the Wrath of Nature, 12 more damage is all he needs. And they will get the kill as Leo teleports in aggressively. And, well, that's worth his while because that is a kill for them. Although DDC is only 130 gold away from his goddamn Boots of Travels. And Boots of Travels, they're gonna be a really good addition to Arrow Gaming's lineup. And he's even stacking up the jungle at the moment just to farm it up. 6 seconds cooldown on that Master of the Machines. And well, he will get his Boots of Travels with this now. If he just kills those camps. And level 4 Master of the Machines should do that pretty easily. Lance wants to go aggressive and shout. No, never mind. Just boxing him out. Whoa. Had a massive sneeze. Whoa. And indeed, the Vengeful is running in the air. It looks really weird, man. That hero be bugged. I thought I was imagining things or something, but it's true. It's true. The lanes are rather stagnant, but Boots of Travels with the new Immortal effect as well, Immortal item, however you want to call this, comes into effect as DDC starts going from lane to lane now. Leo has picked up another double damage rune, so can harass the Tinker a little bit, but the Master of the Machines come out and HProf just has to back the hell out of there. And he actually has maxed out teleport for the mid lane. Oh, the laser heat-seeking missiles. DDC already going aggressive and Leo down to half HP. Oh, will they get more actually? DDC? He's just gonna go creep skip. Wow, man. He's playing so ballsy. He knows that the HProf can't stop his TP anyway. And everybody else has shown themselves on the lane. But now Kenji, he's coming in towards the mid lane. What does he actually want to do? At the moment, looks like he's rushing the Blink Dagger. And I think they really need the Blink initiation. Lance, he's down to half HP, so maybe if a Burrow Strike Starstorm, they might get the kill. Moson goes in. There's the Telekinesis Infest as well, but the Infest damage wasn't there in Burrow Strike just to get out of range. Kenji coming in though, Wrath of Nature bouncing around as well. The arrow will be completely off target, but Kenji, can he catch up? No face boots. Moson is slow though. There's the leap for the extra moments with EDC comes in. Master of the Machines already laid down, but Moson will fall down. Moonlight Shadow. No, the laser! The right click miss. He pops the Primal Split just in case he's going for Lance. Now Boulder Toss gets raged out of it. And the Primal Split might be a waste, although Storm Panda rather comes in as well. Leo taking some harassment. He's actually dropping low. There's the open wounds. He might fall down, but nope. They get the kill on Lance with the magic missile to stun him out. There's the wall of Gse7en. Can he have the vacuum to follow up? He doesn't have a single point in the Kenji though. Will fall down regardless. It's a 2 for 2. 2 cores for 1 core and a support. So Arrow, they came out on top there, and Gse7en, that felt way too forced by them. That was like... Oh, they want to go so deep in the Primal Split, didn't accomplish all that much, and diving the tower like that, just going for the choke point here. Not the best possible decision by them, and with this, DDC almost has his Soul Ring finished. Midas on Xiangxai. 3 Lance. Did he go for a Midas? Where did he put? Oh, never mind, he picked up Face Boots, so I guess this Gloves of Haste will be turned into an Armlet later on. As are they gonna go with Leo? Moson is in the mid lane. If you can get the Telekinesis followed by the open wounds, it should be enough, to be honest. But daytime Leo should have enough vision, and well, he now backs off, but I think he saw them later on. Oh, the teleport goes to top lane. They want to get DDC, but they can't spot him out. Wrath of Nature to bounce around. DDC already made his way out. So he's gonna be fine. And well, switching to net worth now, you can see DDC 4.8k net worth. The highest on Gse7en will be 3.6k up on Leo's Nature's Prophet. Oh, Ice Blast flew top. Did miss, thanks God. Kenji otherwise would have dropped low. I don't think it would have been enough for the kill, but Kalai mid lane might be in trouble. Lance goes in. Open wounds level 3. Can he actually get them as well? No, he has to back off. Kalai just a little bit too fast there. But even just by a sliver. That was really just closing in on the edge of getting an easy kill on the Vengeful, who is level 6, so has the swap ready as well. If they have just a few TPs coming into the mid lane, can maybe swap somebody in under the tower, stun them up, and try to go for the kill. Joining, going for some wards. If Gse7en was... yeah, they blink it out. They saw that ward getting popped down. And now, well... Lance just hangs around mid lane. They pop a sentry ward down. They're really nicely done. DDC TP's in as well. And are they gonna go for Kalai? They sure are. There's the open wounds. Fate Bolt to follow. Should be an easy kill. Rage by Lance as well. Telekinesis. Frost Blast to fly. It does. Oh, the swap. Kalai still gets hit. As does... goddamn Linger. But there's the arrow onto Mozo. They will get that counter, but shows he's dropping low in the Master Machine. Mozo still alive. Fate Bolt. He stole the leap. Almost got away, but Mirana 48 HP as Lance got thrown up in the air. That was really nicely done by the Storm Ruling. But now they're chasing Johnny as well. Oh, Kenji blink, right click, he needs a few more. There's the Breath of Nature to finish him up. Laser not coming out as he gets to the high ground. And that's kind of unfortunate for Arrow, of course. They had a decent enough fight though, but still Gse7en 5 to 10 is the kill score in the favor of the dire side. And Kenji is mid lane, not much he can do to a lifestealer though. And looking at the graphs, it's actually a 1700 XP lead for Arrow and gold lead. Also almost 1500 in Arrow's favor. So even though Gse7en they are hitting kills, they haven't gotten any towers or anything to just get themselves a lead. And of course they just aren't farming as efficiently as far as last hits go. DDC up to 1.5k gold, so probably will go for the Blink Dagger next. Just such a common item for a Tinker. Especially as you go to a lane, march at the machines, blink into the trees, rearm another march at the machines and just TP back home before anybody finds you. And now Johnny going for another sentry ward. He wants to take care of this observer ward as well. Yeah, he does spot it out now with his own observer ward. He has to put himself in a little bit of trouble though, but should be fine unless he just starts missing uphill, which he only did once. But bottom lane, they do get the kill on Moson in the meantime. Genji coming in, Blink, Thunderclap, slowing him down. Arrow to follow with a Starstorm as well. So they might get their first tower of this game now. Goes tower down to 200 HP and nothing is defending it. Ice Blast will fly there, but there's just full HP and the tower will fall before the Ice Blast actually even connects. So that's gonna be a nice tower, but Arrow, they want to go for the counter tower. Wrath of Nature to bounce around to harass them. They're coming in from the side. Genji, Blink Dagger was disabled. Rage was already used by Lance as well, but Starstorm out from Linger. So that's gonna be easy initiation by Genji. Goes in with the Thunderclap, wants to kill Johnny. There's the right click crit. He doesn't have the primal split though. There's the wave of terror for the minus armament. Oh, Kalai has to run away. DDC, rearm, level 4. Heat-seeking missiles. Will it be enough to get the kill Xiangxai? Heat-seeking missiles. Oh, 36 HP. They needed so little extra. Kenji, he went in though. 2 kills going down. Leo goes down as well as showed. He came in from behind. Xiangxai is there now. Has the end of minus no mag, but telekinesis onto Kenji. Has the primal split if he wants to use it. No, magic 1 primal split. Yes, he gets it. The wave of terror was there as well. Moson, he's definitely gonna fall down. And he does. Magic Spirit gets the kill. Getting chased down. Xiangxai thrown up in the air. Nope, Storm Panda doesn't quite get it. Or didn't micro it, just standing around. And there's a Blink Dagger on DDC, so at least DDC is farming up. Xiangxai has a decent amount as well, of course. As Lifestealer actually went for the Hand of Midas in the end anyway. Just wanted to face boots before, I guess. So they are gearing up for the late game. They have confidence that the vacuum into Ice Blast into just whatever Tinker can do will be enough to win against, well, Brewmaster, Nature Prophet, Mirana, and the Sand King, who actually will have his Blink Dagger now. This will be a pretty important pickup, but then again, the mech comes out on Darkshare, so level 1 Epicenter actually might not be that big of a deal, unless they can kill off the Darkshare straight away. And mid lane now, Lance uses his rage, the tower gets denied by Shout, and infest into a creep by Lance as well, so he will be fine. He comes out of the creep already. Arrow will fly, gonna do absolutely nothing. Maybe thought that somebody else will come in. Whatever the case may be, Rubik, he stole himself the level 4 teleportation. Can start going around the map, maybe setting up kills or so. And well, now top lane, Linger, just still farming up the jungle, farming up the neutrals. I would have think that he's just gonna go on mod, so maybe he was waiting for the others to rotate in as well. Between Leo, Linger, as well as Kenji, they should get an easy kill. Double blink there, Burrow Strike into Thunderclap, into just some right clicks by Leo. Should be an easy kill, and Leo, he actually went for a 4-staff. He just wants to get away from the open wounds and maybe help somebody else get out from open wounds as well. But Ancient Aberration has already reconnected. Johnny is back into this game, wants to join us in the fights. Actually, he has maxed out Ice Vortex, so it's not a bad choice because it decreases your magic resistance by 30%. And just imagine heat-seeking missiles, lasers, vacuum walls, ice blasts on top of the Ice Vortex. It's definitely not a bad choice, I think. I don't think the Chilling Touch would do all that much because they're more spell-focused anyway. But, oh, they want to go in, they get the Blink Burrows like onto Mozone. The right click from Kenji will finish the job. The Ice Blast is actually fine, might get the kill on the Sand King. If it connects, it does connect. He will definitely go down to this. Indeed he will, so Johnny, at least he gets one counter kill, a support for a support. But now they know that Sand King has the blink there. Oh, DDC comes in. They don't have the primal split yet. It's up in 3 seconds time. So I thought that maybe they want to go for it, but DDC actually cancelled this TP anyway, so he is gonna be fine. Kali stacking up the Ancients in the meantime. Does succeed with it as well. They don't have the best heroes to farm them up though. Yeah, sure they have the Treants to tank it. But if they're not careful, DDC might find the Ancient stack and just get it for himself. Just 2 to 3 level 4 Master Machines should be enough to just clear them up. And now DDC up to 1.8k gold. If he kills those two, we'll have enough for an ultimate orb if that's what he wants to go for. Or if he wants to go for Dagon, I guess he could build for that as well. But I think Sheepstick against the Brewmaster would be better than a Dagon probably. Although blowing up Nature's Prophet, Vengeful Spirit, maybe. I'm not even too sure. I think it's gonna be a Sheepstick still. But they go on top lane, they want to go for it at least Kenji. He has the Primal Split, they search up Mozone. Can he get the Telekinesis up? No, blink out by Kenji. And well, that's some time wasted, but they might get this tier 1 tower for their troubles. And by the looks of it, nobody's coming in to defend it by Gse7en. Maybe we want to set the kill on DDC. No, arrow. Oh, that was pretty damn close to be honest. Tower does get defended top lane. The TP and Genji goes into Thunderclap, actually off target. Telekinesis by Mozone as well. Can they escape wave of terror to get the vision? Minus armor as well. Drunken Haste to slow down Mozone. The Burrow Strike will be there. That's one kick. Xiangxai. He goes for the wall back. He wants the free heroes. Genji pops the Primal Split. DDC coming in and well, Kali. He's gonna go down for sure. The Ice Blast actually does miss, but the Martial Machines will be enough. Xiangxai getting chased down. They need the Boulder Dust or something. Actually, Earth Panda dropping low as well. DDC another Martial Machines. Can they kill the Panda? Xiangxai gets Burrow Struck up by Lingers on the Sand King, but they're just fighting the Martial Machines and 3 down for them. Only Mozone has gone down and well, at least Leo teleports out now. Showed, he finally shows up. Starstorm, the right click DDC might go down leap as well. He will fall down in Nidor, really showed. No, he didn't go for the last right click. He's gonna go down in return. Leap already on cooldown. Open wounds up. Ice Vortex to slow him down even further. Sprout up as well. Oh my god. Was that Leo Sprout really and showed? I guess he was buying some time, but in the end it might backfire instead. Ion Chill on lands. Open wounds to come off cooldown. But there's leap as well. Showed you have to leap. And he does so. Can they actually find him in there? 50 HP. Moonlight Shadows used just in case. Oh my god, but look at DDC. He escaped with 8 HP. They blinked to the wrong position, DDC. He goes out, almost gets hit by the tower, but blinks out of that and TPs away. Oh my god. Those jukes. Those surviving skills. Both DDC as well as Showed. They just show what they're made of. Oh man. That was... that was crazy. I mean, DDC just blinked in the middle of 3 heroes, Master Machines, dropping low at the moment as well, but he just gets the TP out. Nature Prophet, not Nature, yeah, Nature Prophet, he needs a Sheepstick, and well, I guess he's going for it as well. Has the ultimate orb finished, whereas DDC, well, he has an ultimate orb plus 1.9k gold after that fight. That's just crazy ass farm on DDC. Look at the net worth, 10,000. The next highest is 7.6 on both Xiangxai as well as Leo on the Darkseer and the Nature Prophet respectively. And well, now checking at the graphs, 4,500 gold lead for Arrow Gaming, whereas XP also 4,500, climbing towards 5k at the moment. But they're just finding the farming. Xiangxai in 2 more creeps or 1 more creep depending on if it's a jungle creep or not. He will have his blink there if that's what he wants to pick up, and that will just give them a lot more initiation power. Choni working towards the Sagan Receptor, has the point poster finished. So tanking up just a little bit before he actually finishes the item. As well as, of course, he's almost level 11. Only one level away from it. Level 2 Ice Blast is considerably stronger than level 1. Now bottom AD is he gonna be in trouble? He just boosts trails in, blinks out, but he might be in trouble still. Shout comes in, the burst strike. Oh, he blinks out before the burst strike. DDC, is he going for the counter against the Martial Machine? He's gonna TP out, and well, there's no arrow, no nothing to stop it. And DDC, he got the kill on Leo. Laser, heat-seeking missiles, Martial the Machines. Are you kidding me? DDC, what a player. What a man. Oh my god. Don't give a Tinker away. Do not do it. Ice Blast flying bottom lane as well, but Kalai already backed out on the Vengeful Spirit. But DDC up to 3.2k gold now. Only needs another 300 to 400 gold to finish up that cheap stick of his. Oh man, it's getting scary for Gse7en all of a sudden. They are still ahead in kills, but they don't seem to be finding too many of their core items. Because Shout, all he has is Face Boots, Drums, Aquila. So the Mirama actually isn't doing all that much damage with the right clicks. We have yet to see an Epicenter, I think. Yeah, Aghanim Scepter being worked on Kenji. Kenji is level 13 as well, so that is decent enough, but Kalai, he's not transitioning into a semi-carry Vengeful by any means, but the Moonlight Shadow comes out. They want to catch them unawares, but they have a Sentry Ward down here, so Moson, he's gonna know this Linger. Oh, he gets the Burst Strike, Leap, Starstorm, Thunderclap, and that's gonna be an easy kill. The wall vacuum pass out with the Ice Blast as well. Primal Split is there, Shout. They will just escape under the Moonlight Shadows, or will they open wounds on the Fire Panda? They kill that off. Can they kill off the other Panda's Gse7en? Actually drops down to half HP, still has the mech at the ready. Pops it so that Johnny gets healed as well. Oh, Magic Missile, they will get the kill. So, it's a really nice fight for Gse7en so far, but he finally joins the fight. He gets swapped out from the rearm. He's completely out of mana, already used his sheep as well. He actually might fall. He's going for the TP out, Magic Missile to stop it. They do get the kill. 719 gold to Leo and the Age Prophet. Gse7en blinks out as well and lands now. He's the one in trouble. TDC, he actually bought back. He wants to come back in, maybe get the kill on Kalai, but Shout. He's back as well on the Mirana. So, double buyback. Both teams using one. But DDC, I mean, getting the kill. They lost a lot of heroes. They're really good fight for Gse7en. Actually looking at the buybacks just to make sure. Yeah, one buyback each. Oh, the Ice Blast is flying. They go in with the Infest. Kalai drop low, hexed up by DDC. Can he go for more though? Right clicks will fly by Shout. And he's minus armor as well. And he's gonna go down for the second time. Will it be a dieback? The March of the Machines Leo does drop low, but they do kill off DDC as well as Johnny Indian. Gonna chase down Mosun. Burrow Strike will be there. Mosun gets stunned up. Thunderclap to follow the right clicks. Now he gets the Sandstorm. Do they have detection? Oh, I think it's gonna go down eventually. The arrow will come off cooldown. The Burst Strike as well. No, counter Sandstorm. Who has the stronger one as Shout? He will get the kill in the end. At least Lance does make it out, but Arrow, that was not a favorable fight for them at all. And now, with that, Leo is only 200 gold away from finishing his own sheep stick. And with this ancient stack, it's a triple stack at the moment. If he just farms it up, if he can actually farm it up, he will have his sheep stick finished. Tranquil Boots, up on tanking to just have some extra movement speed, some health regeneration from the random damage coming out from a Tinker, of course, like March of the Machines, heat-seeking missiles. Xiangxai has had his blink there for a while now. As Kalai, but just trying to farm up as well as Linger. Can they find anybody? Oh, they find Xiangxai. Arrow in the face, 5-second one. This should be a kill. Starstorm to follow. Thunderclap, a few right clicks, Burrow Strike as well. The mech. Even that is not enough to keep him alive, and well, make it 23 to 13. Looking at the graphs now. They were around 6,000 in the favor of Arrow, now dropping down to 4,000 or so, and XP, it's only 2,000 from 7,500 almost. Man, this is looking good for Gse7en once again, all of a sudden. I mean, yeah, they are still behind, but they're catching up, and well, at least DDC, he has his sheepstick, had it for the last fights already. His buyback definitely lost him some gold as well, plus gave a lot of gold to Leo. On the Niche Prophet, who has now his own sheepstick. Now, well, the game gets paused, so hopefully not a long pause. Johnny was disconnected last time as well, reconnected pretty damn fast. So I have high hopes for this. Looking at the other items, Johnny is still sitting on the same point boots. Of course, they haven't won a fight, nor have they gotten any towers or anything, so there has been no gold income. Lance has his armlet finished up, another 1.7k gold in the bank if he wants to go for maybe a basher now, because I don't think he's going to go for a race card this late into the game. Otherwise he would have just gone for like face boots, drums, but he didn't get the fast early enough farm for that, so just went for Hand of Midas. to catch up a little bit. Showed 1.1k gold. Still faced Ramos Aquila. Nothing too massive on the Mirana. Actually 5.8k net worth, so the Mirana isn't farming well at all, although kill wise 6, 1 and 6 it's pretty good. But just has not been able to find the time to actually properly farm up. Well, I guess there's no other big items getting picked up either. The Roshan might be the next place we see a fight. Although, if I was Gse7en, I would actually be pretty scared in going into Roche against a vacuum wall, as well as a Tinker and an Ice Blast as on top of that. It's... Wow. I had the Tinker sound. Oh, DDC wants to go in, gets the Hex on Venture but blinks into the trees and actually doesn't really want to go for the kill. DDC, how big of a man are you? Never mind, he's gonna boot the trails out in the end. They're just so annoying. 2 heat-seeking missiles and Kalai suddenly down to half HP already. Oh, DDC, are you really coming to steal Lance's farm up? He's gonna go into the jungle instead. Just march the machines, maybe even stack or farm up multiple camps at the same time. And that's exactly what he's doing as well at the moment. I would actually love to see Gse7en smoke up. Do they have a smoke on anybody? Yeah, there is actually one smoke up on the Sand King. Showed. Oh, he even just let loose an arrow in this direction, thinking that DDC will blink here after the TP. So heads up placed by Mirana. They're just expecting the movements of DDC, although DDC just cancelled the TP. Oh, they're going in though. They get the vacuum, the wall, not the wall, the telekinesis, as well as the Ice Blast, just to blow up Kalai immediately. Now DDC, oh, there's a life stealer infested into this sneaky Tinker. Are they gonna kill off Leo? I think they could do so quite easily. Start with the Hex, blink, infest damage, open wounds to follow. Even though he has the Force Staff, I think the Perma Hex should be enough by the Tinker at the moment. Oh, they're under effects of smoke as well. They want to catch Leo, but Leo behind the tower. Will they really dive that far? DDC. Do we have balls of steel? He's blinking. He just wants to go for the tower. Lance comes out of the infest and that's what they're going for. But the Glyph comes out. Leo even tried to come for the deny. So Glyph was used by somebody else than an Ancient Prophet, but 3 ends come in. No, never mind. Lifestealer does get the tower lasted. So he's up to 3k gold now. He will have his... not booster, the Basher if he wants to pick it up, but there's a counter smoke now and the Moonlight Shadow, so even the Sentry Ward does not help them. Can they catch anybody though? They should catch at least 20. They get the Burrow Strike, the follow up on Lance as well with the arrow and the Hex coming out from Leo just in case. So 55 seconds, Lance will be on the sidelines. He's actually going for a Monkey King bar and well, I actually didn't even think about it, but that's a item that he probably needs to go for if he wants to be able to kill Brewmaster as well as just deal some damage, because the Drunken Haze otherwise will limit his effectiveness. So he has the 2 javelins for it, bought them before the death, so he needs another 2.2k to finish up the Demon Edge to actually get that item done. Well, now they're just farming up the Ancients, although, oh, the Ice Blast is flying to the Roshan. With the Ice Blast on cooldown, I think Gse7en might have the perfect opportunity to go into Roche. 15 seconds still for the Lifestealer. Maybe they're afraid of the Lifestealer infesting into DDC and getting a lift to get near to Roche fast. I guess that must have been it, because that was probably one of the best opportunities thus far that they would have had to actually get a Roche like kind of uncontested, but still against the Dark Side, even with the Ice Blast on cooldown, it's a pretty scary thing to go for. Mid lane, they're trying to push down the tower, Gse7en that is, and actually Arrow Gaming, they've been able to take more towers than Gse7en has, although they have the Ancient Prophet. Oh, Leo, he wants to go aggressive, wants to get the Hex on DDC, he's rearming, blinking out, and he's gonna be fine. Actually, he's doing a lot of damage to Leo in return. The March of the Machines, Leo had to go through them, and now he has to TP home, or... yeah, he TP's home, but now bottom lane, showed. Can he get an arrow into DDC? Never mind, DDC just blinks, rearm, blinks, March of the Machines. It's just impossible to catch that hero, or that player. No, well... oh, those boots of trails sound... they're so weird. As Xiangxai, oh, he has a Mystic Staff. Is he gonna be a Shiva's card, or is he gonna be a Hex as well? And having a double Hex definitely could help them. DDC goes in, there's the Infest coming up, but the Berserk onto 2 with the Primal Split as well lands. He rages up, they're gonna get the kill on Vengeful Spirit, but they killed off DDC, it's definitely worth it, and lands with no Infest. He wants to go for Leo, actually will it pin up with the Marshal Machine, the Force Staff, a little bit too late as A 2-for-2 burst strike onto Xiang's side though. Boulder toss to follow up. He might get the surge out. He comes off cooldown. Will it be enough? Thrown up in the air. Nope. The mech comes out. There's Johnny coming in as well. Finally, they throw him up in the air. And now Epicenter being shelled. That's the first one of this game. But the Primal Split, he got stolen. Xiang's side still alive as well. They need the burst strike. They get it onto Johnny, but he didn't have enough damage. And now, DDC, he comes back. He bought back again. But this time, I think it's actually worth it as well. They get one kill. Can they kill off Genji? He's under the effects of Moonlight Shadows. And does get the blink out into the trees. But it looked so good for Gse7en, but just Rubik stealing himself the Primal Split as of course Leo trying to man fight the mid lane shoot gets hexed up. DDC, can you follow up? Martial Machines, another hex. Laser is there. He needs a little bit more mana, I think. Blink, laser, come on, laser. Oh, the swap out. The laser finally gets the kill, but DDC might have another dieback. Although this time around he got a few kills for it at least, but oh man, this game so action-packed. And now with Tinker down for 75 seconds, our Gse7en gonna go aggressive. The Ice Blast is flying mid lane. Kalai gets hit as well. Lance comes in. Oh, there's the vacuum onto 2. Wrath of Nature bounces around. Darkseid gets stunned. One more racket. No, the mech comes out in time. And Genji, he's gonna fall to Lance now probably. Or is he? The mischance from the Drunken Brawler. They need stuns. They need something. Leo comes in from behind and blink out by Genji as well. Now Kalai comes in. Magic Missile onto Mozon. They want to go for the kill. Open wounds by Lance though. He's gonna kill off Vengeful Spirit most likely. He uses the Infest just in case. As Johnny comes in, but he gets Burrow Strike up Leo. Is it enough with the right clicks? They hex up Lance at the same time and Lifestealer. He's going for Leo. Leo gonna TP out. No, it's not in time. Oh my god. Even without the Tinker Arrow, they can still fight. And Lance, he's starting to do a lot. Uses the Hand of Midas, so has enough gold to finish up that Monkey King bar now. In Gse7en, they're falling behind slowly by the looks of it. They just don't have the momentum. Even with the Brewmaster, you just don't feel the effect of the Primal Split because they can't go for proper team fights since Arrow, they're just so spread out. They're using their ultimates pretty wisely as well. And just catching the enemy off guard. But Monkey King bar is finished on Lance now. So that's some extra damage as well as no mischance for him anymore. But looking at the graphs, 7,500 for Arrow Gaming in gold as well as XP. Well, the XP has actually almost dropped down to 0. So it is still anybody's game. But let's see DD's items. He's actually picked up a point booster, and is it going to be Aghanims or is he going for the Bloodstone just for pure stats for the mana pool to spam out all his spells with the rearm a little bit extra. Oh, mid lane. The Moonlight Shadows to get the burst attack from Xiang's side. Nice Thunderclap onto 2 as well. They get 1 kill. The swap onto Mozon, and that's going to be a secondary kill. TP is coming out, but oh, actually the Primal Split a little bit premature because the TP just gets cancelled. Do they see Johnny though? I mean, the Primal Split definitely not having too much of an effect unless they catch DDC. Oh, almost threw him up in the air, but DDC got the blink out before. Do they have vision of him though? Yes, they do. They throw him up in the air. The arrow to follow, it does connect as well. There's the Hex, the burst strike. They need a little bit more Starstorm Water, and they're gonna get a kill on DDC. Again, there's no buyback on him. Can they go for the push now? 3 heroes down. Does Darkseid have a buyback? No, he does not. 100 gold short of it. Oh my god. This is a huge fight for Gse7en. I thought that the Primal Split was a little bit too premature maybe, but it paid off in the end. The Ice Blast, oh, completely dodged by every single player. It throws over Kalai, or flies over him rather. But not that bad for him at all. And now that's the tier 3 tower under siege. They have 10 seconds of uninterrupted tower damage. Probably the glyph comes out though, so I guess make it 5 seconds instead. But they need this tier 3, maybe even go for the Rax. Unless of course Darkseid Vacuum Wall, it can still wreck them. Especially if Rubik steals a nice spell on top of that. Oh, they swap Rubik in, they kill him off immediately. Lance comes in from behind. Showed, he just leaps out of this and lands now. The rage will end, but oh, Xiang's a nice Vacuum Wall onto 4 heroes. Genji, they're on the run now all of a sudden. Darkseid, that's the power of that hero. Level 3 wall. Sprout out by Leo, he will probably get away, nothing to stop it. Burrow Strike, oh, up onto Lance just to make it so that Shout can actually escape. There's the leap out with the TP. So they're gonna be fine, they aren't gonna lose any heroes. They got the tier 3 in the end as well. But where's the micro, man? Xiang's, where's the micro? Maybe would have been enough if the Mirana had chased down the Brewmaster or something, at least cancelled the blinks from coming out. But whatever the case may be, that was a really nice initiation coming out from Xiang's. Unfortunately, it did not grant them too much in the end. At least they divert the push. So Arrow, they haven't lost the Rax yet. DDC just continues to farm. There's a Lincoln Sphere up on Shout now, so still Mirana is lacking damage quite heavily. But at least he won't get immediately hexed now. Well, Leo, is he going for a BKB or is he going to be a Desolator? I actually think a BKB would be pretty nice against the Tinker, Ice Blast, just the entire lineup of Arrow Gaming. I mean, Lifestealer is the only source of physical damage. Sure, And March the Machines will still damage you through the BKB as well. But just not to get hexed, I think it might be worth it for him. There's a gem picked up on Kalai, as this will be the first Roshan of the game, I think now. Arrow will fly just to stun up Roshan for a little while longer and linger. He is hanging around with a level 2 epicenter. He actually hasn't put a single point in the Caustic Finale, and why would he? Just stats up, get that damage going. And now Leo, well, he had a double damage rune for that as well, and oh my god, that damage with the double damage. With the level 4 Vengeance Aura being with him. But now Xiangxai has himself a Shiva's card. So Mirana, the little damage that she did is to be negated a little bit extra with the slower attack speed now. Nature's Prophet is actually starting to hit reasonably hard as well, but nothing too crazy yet. Finished up his BKB, another 1.8k in the bank as well. So they're finding the farm. Looking at the graphs again, the gold graph, it's actually dropped down to 2000 only in the favor of Arrow. As well as XP, it's actually in Gse7en's favor now. Around 3,500 of it actually. And Kenji, in 50 gold, he's gonna have his own Shiva's card as well on the Brewmaster. So he's gonna be a lot more tanky. And well, man, this game is way more even than I would have given Gse7en credit for. But it comes down to the draft a little bit, as DDC is indeed going for the Bloodstone after all. Actually, only needs around 400 more gold to finish it up. 300 now, as the March of the Machine still keeps on farming for him. Shote has the Aegis on him on the Mirana, so he can die once. Not that he will do too much if he comes back even, but I guess it's worth it. Just the spells already coming out, the leap, Starstorm. He can now leap in aggressively to get that extra attack speed as well as movement speed bonus for everybody to maybe try to get a few extra kills before he goes down the first time. That might be it. Shiva's card is finished on Kenji now as well, and looking overall at the items, is there anything big I've missed other than that? Johnny is still working on his Aghanim Scepter. BKB finished on Linger as well on the Sand King. So I guess that's a pretty nice item pickup as well. Other than that, I don't see anything too major. Oh, sorry, I need some water. And DDC still farming up, blinking around. Oh, Leo, does he find him? He gets the Hex. Will it be enough though, DDC? They need a little bit extra, I think. The Moonlight Shadow comes out as well, and there's the counter Hex by DDC. Will DDC go for the counter kill? Nope. He's just going for the escape. As there's a 4-man smoke, or the lands. He breaks his smoke, never mind. He infests into the Darkshire. So we might see a fight. DDC, he's coming back as well. Oh, Kenji. Moonlight Shadow is there. It actually just wore off. So they can't go under the guys that. Oh, they want to go in. They catch Leo as well. They get the Hex on him. There's the vacuum onto 2. The Promise Split is there. Berserk onto 2 as well. Epicenter being channeled with the BKB. It will be enough to bring down Xiangxai as well as DDC. He's down already. They're going for Johnny next. They will get the kill. That's 3 down. 2 buybacks coming out from Gse7en. Can they get Lance as well? Lance gets Berserked up and he will fall down after all. So make it 4 for 2 with 2 buybacks from Gse7en. They wanted to capitalize on this, and indeed they did. This was a huge epicenter coming out, and he's now level 16 as well. That BKB making it so that he can just cast the epicenter without getting interrupted after the Burrow Strike even. Well, now they're going for the push. I think this might be Rex. Looking at the buybacks, nobody has it. Only Shote has enough. Although TDC, with the finished Bloodstone, he has a shorter respawn time. And actually, he suicided himself by the looks of it. So at least he didn't feed away a kill, so to say, and healed up his teammates. But in the end, it wasn't enough. There's the, oh, the swap and Berserk at the same time. TDC, he does make it out of that. Oh, if they had gotten the kill, that would have been so huge. But the melee Rex are gonna fall in the end. Oh, they catch TDC with an arrow with the magic missile to follow, and well, with no buyback on him, Shote will go down to the tower, maybe March the Machines. He's still alive. Ice Blast to fly as well. Actually might get a kill on Kala and Linger. Oh, he did someone. Vengeful goes down. That was a dieback by him. But melee Rex are down. Shote comes back from the Aegis. Linger has to back off in the end, but in DDC, he's been dying a lot. 9, 8, and 9. Darkshire, oh, catches Shote. Can they get the stun? Moonlight Shadow is there. Do they have a gem on them? Nope, they popped the dust though. So they do see the Mirana Mozon. Has the telekinesis. Telekinesis is there. And, well, that's gonna be a dead Mirana at least. But melee Rex down, it's not that huge of an advantage, especially against a Tinker, but it's still something. And the biggest thing I think is that Tinker, he's already down to 4 Bloodstone charges. Well, at least Lance has himself a Sanjin Yasha. I actually went for the semi-race card in the end anyway. And this game, Gse7en, they might come out on top, although Arrow, they still have a lot of potential in the team fights. But the BKBs coming out from Gse7en, they just make the team fight a lot weaker for Arrow Gaming. Now, well, what are the next set of items gonna be? There's another Mithril Hammer on Nature's Prophet, so that is definitely gonna be a Desolator now. Just to speed up the push, I guess, a little bit. 2.8k on the Mirana as well. Can start going looking for maybe a Desolator, not the Desolator, the Daedalus for him. Mozon picks himself up a 4-staff, just to help out with the mobility. Xiangsai, 1.3k gold. Nothing huge picked up after that Shiva's card. Is he going for a 4-staff now, or is that going to be the Dagon in the end? When in the end, level 5 Dagon with the rearm, it's definitely a strong tool at your disposal, but I think it might be a little bit too late for that. I guess we will see what item he wants to turn it into. As Gse7en, are they waiting for the next row? She's going to be up in another 2 minutes or so. Probably, at least, I think it should be. We'll see with the notification at some point anyway. And well, now looks like Gse7en have grouped up a little bit. They do need pickoffs though before they can go high ground against a Tinker. And a Darkseer, of course, as well. So they're just looking for the opportunity, and I guess they don't mind waiting it out all that much. Getting maybe a few extra items, maybe even... Well, showed he's going for the BKB by the looks of it. But where's the damage to actually come out in the later stages? Yeah, the Vengeful Spirit is pretty tanky, so if he survives, they have extra damage coming out from the Vengeance Aura. The minus armor, of course, helps from the Wave of Terror. I guess Nature's Prophet is actually going to be more of a right clicker than the Mirana is, for the time being at least. Mirana still sitting on 13k net worth, a little bit below that. Looking at the gold per minute, TDC is the first one with 580, Leo is the second with 522. So Gse7en, they're not farming as well, and just looking at the graphs, it's back to 5k gold lead for Arrow. XP closing in on 0 as well, only 1.5k or so. So 40 minutes in, the leads are pretty much non-existent at the moment. Well, they are under the effects of smoke, but they don't seem to be able to find anybody at all. Now, oh, Arrow Gaming, Johnny, 41 minutes in, Aghanim Scepter finished on the Ancient Apparition. He actually almost has a level 3 ultimate as well, so this might be a huge pickup. Although this will of course be diminished by the BKBs on Gse7en as well. And even showed almost has his, just needs another 300 gold or so for it. Indeed, DDZ, you're a great Tinker, but will you be enough? Level 1 Dagon Easter. He has a pretty decent mana pool by now as well. Although, Kalai? No, he just wants to push. Now sees the March of the Machines coming out and will back off. But the Tinker actually can't solo kill heroes that easily at the moment, because all of them are sitting at 1.5k HP or above that. So everybody's pretty damn tanky. Roshan actually does respawn just now. And do Gse7en know of this? Will they spot it out? Kenshi actually just came from the Roche pit. I guess he's going back into it, maybe. Come on, check the Roche. Take the Aegis. I guess they don't want to. Now, Show just continues farming as does everybody else. I mean, the Tinker definitely farms at the fastest rate in this game at the moment. From lane to lane, March of the Machines, farming up the jungle, farming up the lanes. Even the mega creeps are no problem for him really. Or, they're not even mega creeps per se, they're just increased creeps. The stronger version of the melee creeps, let's put it like that. No problem for DDZ as heat-seeking missiles, just for some more smaller rest. Even the Ice Blast was flying out. With the Ice Blast, they actually might have gotten the kill with a Dagon on top of that. But Johnny, I think they should maybe have him get some XP to get to level 16. Sure, the duration will be 17 seconds anyway, but the Ice Blast damage is actually pretty decent. 450 damage on the third level, actually 350 on second as well, so it's not that bad anyway. But just the Frostbite, the damage per tick is that much better already. 12 damage per tick, it's nothing to laugh at. If it's on 17 seconds on you, it's more than 200 extra damage randomly. There's Dagon level 2 now, BKB finished up on Shout, so there are 3 BKBs now on the side of Gse7en. And well, they have it on Order Core Heroes, so what more do they need? Maybe one on Brewmaster at some point in time. It's not that crucial though. I think it's just gonna Blink, Thunderclap, Primal Split anyway. And well... Oh, they have smoked in the Thunderclap. The Blink wasn't there before with the Shiva's card. They catch Mozone anyway. He would have wanted to go for more probably. Leo does get the kill. They don't get the burst strike on Lance, but the... Oh, Yarrow. The Rage was still there for another second and a half or so. That would have been such an epic arrow if the Rage would have ended in time. But he was fast enough, thanks to the S and Y, to just make it out of there. Still, one hero down. They were definitely hoping for more, I think. The Brewmaster blotched up his initiation a little bit. The Ice Blast to fly mid lane, it's gonna catch Kenji. Pretty much the tankiest hero on Gse7en, so... Don't think they're too distraught about this. And well now... Come on guys, spot out Roche. Have they really not seen that Roche is up yet, or... Are they baiting this out? Although... I'll say it again, it is scary, but oh, they get the burst strike on the Lance, the arrow to follow up, he's stun locked, will he go down? There's a nice vacuum over the wall to follow up onto 3 as well, Lance, he infests for some extra damage, and there's the epicenter coming out, it actually doesn't catch too much, and Leo coming in from the side, they will kill Gse7en Lance now, open wounds, oh, Leo goes down, does he have the buyback? Yes, he does, he comes back in, and Lance, he's trying to manfight, he's actually healing up pretty damn efficiently, he's still alive, armlet toggling for the win, and DDC comes in, kills off Shot. Oh my god, what a fight that was, Lance, still alive, and now, they're coming back in Kenji, he's gonna fall as well, Leo. Is he just gonna go for a dieback? Kenji is there, but what can he do without the Primal Split, which got stolen by Mozone as well. Another vacuum onto Kenji, he goes down, triple kill for DDC. Are they gonna get some more? Doesn't look like it, but Leo, he's the only one alive, and he already bought back. Oh my god, they just weren't able to kill off Lance. They needed more damage, but they were lacking. The epicenter needed to be there a little bit sooner, and that's a level 4 Dagon now for DDC. Level 5, oh my god. Arrow, did they just do it with that one team fight? Looking at the buybacks, Kenji has one, as does Linger on the Shadow King, the Sand King. But without the epicenter, without the Primal Split, what do their buybacks actually accomplish? Oh man, Lance just armlet toggle for the win, and DDC coming in there in the nick of time, starting with the hexes. That fight, that was game breaking, and Arrow, maybe they're not gonna let their fans down after all. They're gonna get the tier 3 at least. Can they get more though? I mean, Leo, he can't do much of anything. He's trying to split push at the same time. DDC, he wants to go for the kill, but Leo, he baits out the BKB, and I think that's good enough for DDC already. And now with Leo, no one, he goes for the TP out within the BKB duration. The melee Rex falls, so it's even at the moment. But can they get the counter? Because 30 hex, the burst strike. Actually, the swap was at the same time. Magic Missile will follow up if the Starstorm, so they do get the kill mech. Not there for the Linger. He's going for the epicenter, but no blink after that. Completely whiffing. His BKB was activated. The wall comes up by Xiangsai, but he doesn't have enough mana for the vacuum, so Magic Missile long range will get the kill. So they lose 2 in return. DDC, he comes in as well aggressively. Will he go down now? He hexes up Kenji. Do they have the damage? No, he gets the blink out before. Can he go for the TP? Another blink. March. The Hitchiki missiles. Oh my god, another Primal Split coming out from Mozone, and he's going for a Linger. He has the gem as well. They will get the kill on the Sand King by the looks of it. DDC, he's just cleaning house. He got the kill onto Leo. He's gonna go down in return. Yes, he is. But he killed off Leo. There's no buyback on Nature's Prophet. He's down for another 100 seconds. Buyback from the Sand King and blink out by Mozone. He should be fine. What the hell is this game? So much action. 32 to 45 is the kill score, but there's no clear advantage to either side at the moment, because now the mid lane is a complete wash as it's big melee creeps versus big melee creeps. Oh god, well, looking at the graphs now, oh, have they skyrocketed or what? Suddenly 17,000 gold lead for Arrow Gaming, 5,000 and climbing XP as well. That's the late game stages for you. Just win a few fights and you just get a drastic change in the graphs. I still think this game is anybody's to take. I think the Tinker might want to even invest into a BKB at some point in time, maybe. Oh, there's an AC on Lance as well now. So he's even tankier. The physical damage won't affect him all that much anymore at all. And of course him attacking even faster. And now finally Gse7en, they see Roche. Can they actually get it without getting interrupted? Ice Blast already on cooldown. So if they're sneaky enough with it, they might be able to do it. But they're just lacking the damage. I mean, Mirana doing, yeah, 200 something damage. 223. That's not all that much, to be honest. By the looks of it, Arrow Gaming, they have no idea this is going on, so this is gonna be an Aegis after all for Gse7en. Maelstrom finally finished on Mirana, so has some damage coming around. The Ice Blast is flying out to Shiva's card just in case by Kenji, and it will fall down. Aegis picked up by Shouten. Can they actually escape? There's Xiangsa with the vacuum wall onto 4. The wall actually only catches one Xiangsa. He's gonna fall in return, or is he? He's running away. Nope, he goes down. There's the epicenter as well. Lands. He had the rage activated, but he's going for the Brewlings. Actually killed off one already. He's getting hexed up. There's the Thunderclap as well, but the Primal Split is there by the Rubik as well. Will it be enough, Leo? BKB activated. He's going for the TP out. It will be successful as lands. It's just too tanky. I thought he might go down, but DDC is there. There's the laser onto Shout. Aegis already popped. He gets the leap out, but will it be enough? Kenji Dagon down by DDC. Are they gonna go for more? Blink. Hex, Dagon. Oh, they get the Hex now after all. They pop the Lincolns, and that's they did. Mirana, no buyback on him, and well, this might have been it, I think. Brewmaster has buyback, but that's about it. That's the only buyback for Gse7en, and I really think this might have been it. Leo came in from behind, wanted to accomplish something, but was found lacking. And oh, they're chasing for him. Motion. Is he gonna catch up Leo? Sprout. Oh, he actually goes for the right clicks on Motion. Hex as well. Will it be enough? No, the Wrath of Nature. It will not be enough after all, and he does get the TP out, but he already lost the range racks. And now, well, are they going to go for GG? I guess they can. It's probably going to be pretty easy for them as well. Oh, the TP is coming back. Kenji blinks in. There's the Shiva couple lands. He's so tanky. Open wounds up. Telekinesis by Mozon as well. Leo wants to do something with the right clicks with the Desolator, but Kenji is just so low. Oh, the Ice Blast, it's not going to be on target, but lands will be enough to get the kill anyway. Now, BKB on Leo. What does it help against the heavy physical damage of this Lifestealer? DDC, Dagon, Ethereal Blade now finished up as well, and make it yet another kill. He's on a killing spree, and Arrow Gaming 50 minutes in, they finally finish up this game. Oh my god, that was such a long game, and I bet everybody was worried for Arrow Gaming, but they delivered in the end. Lance, I did not think Lifestealer is going to do that much in the late game, but Gse7en, they just didn't get any damage up on the Mirana. That was the deciding factor in the end. They just couldn't kill off Lance, no matter how much they tried. Oh man. GG, well played indeed. As Arrow Gaming, they will get into round 3, where they will probably face Poker Face. I'm not too sure. I will find out in a second after this game's end. But thank you so much everybody for tuning in. I do hope you enjoyed that. If you did, be sure to follow HeflaTV on this channel, as well as follow HeflaTV too, because we're casting on both channels. It just depends on the tournament and whatnot. And of course, be sure to follow us on our social media, Facebook and Twitter.com/HeflaTV, to know when we're going live and with what. So that will be it for this game. Arrow Gaming, man, they gave us a fright, but they pulled through in the end. And they're gonna get into round number 3, which is gonna get cast probably in a couple minutes time. I will keep you guys updated.